Before we learn an activity, let us first understand what is hard water and what is soft water. Water in which there is high concentration of minerals like calcium and magnesium. That water is referred as hard water. Whereas water in which there is lower mineral concentration of calcium and magnesium is considered as soft water. We can take examples as seawater, river water. This water we can consider as hard water, whereas rainwater or distilled water we can consider it as soft water. In general, you will remember that hard water which has high concentration of minerals, whereas soft water is pure which has low concentration of minerals. For activity, we will need two test tubes in which we need to take 10 ml of distilled water or rainwater in one test tube, and in another test tube 10 ml of hard water. We can take hard water from a tube well or hand pump. Then we have to add a couple of drops of soap solution to both the test tubes. Then we have to shake the test tube vigorously for same period of time. And then we have to observe the amount of foam which is produced, which is formed. One question is asked, in which test tube do you get more foam? When we shake the test tube vigorously, we will see that we get foam, which is bubbles, right? We consider foam as bubbles. So when we shake the test tube vigorously, we will see that the test tube in which we have kept soft water, which is rainwater, there we will get lots of bubbles. And the test tube which has hard water, there we will get minimal bubbles or no bubbles. We will consider it as there are very less bubbles in hard water. One more question we have, in which test tube do you observe a white curdy precipitate? We know what is precipitate, right? That is white insoluble substance. So these white curdy precipitate we will get in hard water, which is insoluble in water. So this was activity for soap solution in different water, soft water and hard water. Now let us understand another activity, activity 4.12. Again we will need two test tubes in which we need to take 10 ml of hard water in both the test tubes. We can take hard water from tube well or a hand pump. Then in one test tube, we need to add 5 drops of soap solution. And in another test tube, we have to add 5 drops of detergent solution. Detergent solution means the liquid detergent which is coming, that. So in both the test tube, different things will put. In one, 5 drops of soap solution, and in another, 5 drops of detergent solution. We have to shake both the test tubes for same period of time, and then we need to observe. As a result, we will see that there is a foam is formed. But do you think that in both the test tube same amount of foam is produced? Let us see. The test tube in which we took soap solution will form less foam, whereas the test tube in which we took detergent will form more foam. So this is an activity related to detergent. Now, let us talk about another thing. We'll talk about scum. Have you ever observed while bathing that foam is formed with difficulty and an insoluble substance, which is known as scum, remains after washing with water? When we have done activity related to soap in which we had taken soft water in one test tube and in second test tube we took hard water. That time we observed that foam is more in soft water and soap solution, whereas in hard water solution there is minimal foam and precipitate is formed, that we have discussed, right? Precipitate which are insoluble in water. So these precipitate which are formed, they are known as scum. So here, by this activity we can easily define what is scum, right? What is foam? Bubbles, and that is formed with soft water solution, whereas hard water and sub solution does not give foam, it gives scum. What is scum? Precipitate which are formed by hard water and sub solution, and they are precipitate which means insoluble in water, so that is scum. We can understand it by this way also. Soft water gives leather. Leather is what? Bubbles, foam. Another name of foam. And hard water gives scum. You can easily see in the figure that scum does not soluble in water. In general, we can also say that scum is a layer of dirt which is formed on the top of the liquid. Why this scum is produced? It is caused by the reaction of soap with the calcium and magnesium salt. As we have already discussed that in hard water we have high concentration of calcium magnesium salts. So the reaction of soap with calcium and magnesium salt causes the formation of scum, which causes the hardness of water. And because of that we need to use a larger amount of soap. This problem is overcome by using another class of compounds which are called as detergents. And detergents are known as cleansing agents. What are detergents? Detergents are generally sodium salts of sulfonic acids or ammonium salts with chlorides or bromides ions. So you need to remember what are detergents? Detergents are sodium salts of sulfonic acids or ammonium salts of chlorides or bromides. These detergents also have long hydrocarbon chain, and we have already discussed about soap, right? Soap also has, and detergent also has long hydrocarbon chain. And the charged ends of these compounds do not form insoluble precipitate with calcium and magnesium ions in hard water. And that is why detergents are useful over soaps, right? What soaps will do? They will form precipitate with the calcium and magnesium salts, whereas these detergents will not form any kind of compounds or any kind of precipitate like scum. This detergent will not form scum with calcium and magnesium ion in hard water, and that is why detergent is helpful and effective in hard water. Detergents are usually used to make shampoos and products which are used for cleaning clothes. So that are the uses of detergent, that it is useful for cleaning clothes, also making shampoos. So here we have completed our soap solution and detergent solution.